My name is Elizabeth Russell, and I just opened the Bay State Paranaormal Center on November 1st. But, hearing footsteps above me, although there was an apartment above me, there was a period of like 3 months when no one lived there. And it was like a party was going on all the time. You know, there's footsteps, running, things being dropped on the floor. It was really crazy, and it was pretty consistent too. Usually around Saturday night, around 9 o'clock, it usually would break out in a bunch of noise. But then there was a set of stairs that had been in one location in the house, and the house had caught fire somewhere around 1900. And the story was that the woman of the house wouldn't leave the house until the firemen had taken out all of her hats. And so, I'd hear all these footsteps up and down the stairs, someone running up and down the stairs. And meanwhile, the landlady's daughter was living on the second floor on the other side of my living room. And I said to her, I was like, why can't you just go downstairs one time and get what you need and come back up? I don't understand why you run up and down the stairs so much. And she's like, I don't. She's like, I don't understand why you have to drop things all the time. You're really, really loud. And I'm like, I'm not. We were just like, oh my God. And so we worked out this little code where if we heard something, we'd knock on the wall to let the other person know. So there was a little, I had some car problem. I brought my car down the street to a local dealer and was talking to the office girl and, telling her about the house. And she was a longtime Taunton resident, so she knew the house. Well, I told her about the stairs, and so I leave. Another woman comes in. She's like, oh, this girl was just in, and she was just talking about, this house. And she's like, oh, yeah, I know that house. And she's like, she says she's like, I think there was someone that killed themselves in that house. And she's like, no, I don't think so. But my great-grandparents lived in that house, and they were the original owners. And she's like, really? And she's like, yeah, my great-grandmother used to run up and down those stairs all the time.
Oh, isn't that interesting?
And she was like, maybe I need to have a seat because she's still running up and down the stairs.
Have you done investigations actually in the house using EVPs?
I did. And, soon after I moved out, that's when I really started getting into investigating. And I'm not a big investigator. I don't have the real patience for it. I want to hear the data afterwards. And so I went with Mike Markowitz, who is an EVP specialist, and I've yet to find anyone better than him. But he goes in with these very sensitive microphones, and he sets them up all over the house. So we went in twice. Each time he got more than 40 EVP clips out of that house.
Oh, and what did they say?
There was, the first night before we even left, he played two for us, and it was, oh, Annie's sick again, and someone's got to help Annie. And, when we were looking or going back through them, he had one that said that Jackie is a wicked cool person. Yeah, and another one that said the devil wasn't here. I had asked if there was a heaven and got the response beautiful. And I asked if there was a hell, and the response came back, hell no. A very emphatic hell no. So it was pretty interesting. I mean, he got some really good EVPs from that house.
You still live there?
I don't live there anymore.
Oh, you don't? Okay.
No, I had to move. The owner let the house go to foreclosure. It was terrible. Here I am paying my rent every month, and so were the guys upstairs, and he let it go to foreclosure. So the house is actually for sale, and if I could, I would buy it in a heartbeat. I love that house.
Great investigating place.
Oh, I know. I love that house. But I did bring back others to investigate, and later this month they're getting back together to look at the evidence that they caught. So that should be pretty good.